Hi everyone, it's Sheila and welcome to another edition of Curious Thursdays. Today's review is going to actually be on a kit. Instead of one single product, I am going to group a kit together and kind of talk about the whole kit itself, each product a little bit individually. I'm going to probably try to speed through this as fast as I can, so hopefully I'm not going to be talking too fast, but I don't want the video to be too long, but I do want to give you a little bit of information about each and every product that is in the kit. Now the kit that I am talking about is a kit that I purchased off of QVC on July 13th this year, and it is from It Cosmetics. And I kept seeing all the reviews on it that It Cosmetics had given the product out to several people to do reviews on it prior to launching it on QVC, and hopes to get everyone to pay attention and obviously purchase the product. So, and it did work in my aspect, because I ended up purchasing the product based on several of the reviews that I was able to be a part of and enjoyed so much. Now, I was very happy because, as you all know, I do try to stick within my budget. I am a stickler on only spending the money from my part-time job. Everything in my room, everything, all the beauty, everything that I do is based on my part-time job. I spend none of my full-time work money on anything that I have, because this is truly for me for fun, and I don't feel that I need to take my money from my household to do that. That's a long story. But anyway, I'm going to show you what the kit itself looks like. Now, this is, of course, just a little card that came with the kit. My stuff is scattered all over the place for me, wanting to kind of talk about it. And obviously, I have been using the product. And in fact, one of the items I have completely used up. So that's going to tell you a little bit about how I'm feeling about the kit. But this is everything that comes into the kit. And honestly, I don't know if this kit has a name or not. I cannot remember for the life of me. So I will be checking, and if it does have a name, I will place it somewhere in the down bar. But the kit comes with 2 brushes, which actually is more or less like 3, because the foundation brush does come with a concealer brush at the end. And then this little brush here is a brush that is a highlighter brush that goes with the illuminator that comes here, which I love this illuminator. And then of course it has a universal brow pencil. And when it says universal, it really is universal. I was very, I guess, contemplating whether or not that was really going to be true. And honestly, when I first started using it, I thought it wasn't true, but then I figured it all out and got it all straight and was able to use it perfectly. But it is definitely a universal brow pencil. Then the lip gloss, which is a lip gloss slash stain. And then my favorite of all things in the whole kit is the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. Now, this is everything that comes in the kit. And I love this because this was included in the box. And it is when you open it up inside, it kind of shows you a little bit about Jamie, which is the lady who invented It Cosmetics. Gives you a little bit of rundown on her, shows you a beautiful picture of her and how pretty she is. And then, of course, over here, it talks about what's in the collection, and kind of gives you a little bit of rundown about the collection itself. And then it also shows you how to use different areas that you can use the illuminator in. So this was very helpful little gadget that they inserted inside the package. Now, when you get the box from It Cosmetics, it looks just like this. And I love their box. I think it's so pretty. I love the way they have the it just kind of setting up there in the corner there, just looking very sleek. And I love the gray. I just think it's really, really pretty. Now, when you remove the package from the box, this is what it looks like. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, obviously, if you're looking at this, you can tell that the brushes aren't in there. And the only thing that's inside of this is the lip gloss slash stain. But everything else is out, and I'm going to talk about them individually. Since we're going to kind of move from here, from this little corner here, and kind of go over this, like I said, it's where the brushes were installed in. And then this is the box that the Hello Light Illuminator came in. And then this is the lip gloss lip stain. And then, of course, this is the Bye Bye Under Eye. And then this is the box that this box is very deceiving, because when you look at the brow pencil, it's like 3 times or 100 times bigger than the brow pencil itself. But this is the box that the brow pencil kit came in. Now, like I said, I cannot say enough great things about the product or the kit as a whole, because it's definitely worth the money. I paid about $75 for the entire kit, and just buying 1 or 2 items would have cost $75 alone had I just made the purchase separately. Now, what I'm going to start talking about first is I'm going to talk about the item that I ran out of, because it was so funny. When I saw this, I thought, a universal brow pencil. I don't know about that. And I really felt like it was not going to work. I felt it in my gut. I just kept thinking, I don't understand how that brow pencil is going to work for a blonde hair, a brunette, a woman of color, you know, olive skin color complexion. I just was just thinking all these thoughts, how is this going to work? And it did. Now, of course, when I first started using it, I had no idea what I was doing. It is a mechanical pencil, so it's one that you don't have to sharpen. And again, like I said, it's all gone, so there's nothing there. You might see a little bit of something on the tip there, but it's definitely not, there's nothing else coming out of that baby. Now, it comes off, it's kind of like a taupey color looking, brown taupey color. I don't know, I'm very bad with kind of giving out color descriptions or whatever, but how hard you apply it depends on how dark it will go on. And if you're doing it in very small strokes, it does do exactly how it says. It will give you the effect of hairs. It kind of looks like you're actually putting hair into your skin or to your eyebrow area. It's amazing how it works. I don't know how it works, but when I first started using it, I was applying it too heavy and nothing was coming out, but I was kind of putting too much pressure on it. I wasn't really thinking about what it was saying, that you do have to do small strokes and apply a little bit of pressure at a time, and the strokes will come out evenly. So as I began to, you know, play with it a little bit more, I was able to figure it out, and I ended up loving it. To be perfectly honest with you, first impression, it was bad for me. I just was thinking, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? But again, I was able to figure it out. Now the little spoolie that comes on the end, I love the spoolie. I love the fact that it's very, very tiny. I have probably the world's worst eyebrows ever. My eyebrows, I don't know, they're almost non-existent. They're kind of going everywhere. I just don't like my brows at all. But this little spoolie allowed me to kind of, oh my goodness, it allowed me to kind of, you know, just get in there and brush like each individual one almost, because it was so tiny. So I really, really like it. Now the downside to this is that I did not like the fact that it comes, it's so small and it ran out very quickly. I was very, very upset about that. I felt like it could have lasted a little bit longer. But other than that, it's definitely a product that I will definitely repurchase. In fact, I've already looked at QVC and have put it in my basket to go ahead and purchase another one of these because I really do like it. Now the Illuminator. Let's talk about that Illuminator. I am not really one to want my face shining. I've always liked that matte look. Just, you know, that's always been my thing. But there's something about this Hello Light Cream Illuminator. I just think it's beautiful. I love the way it feels on the skin. It's very smooth. It doesn't feel chalky. It just feels like silk. For lack of better words, it feels like silk. Now this is what it looks like. And I will show you, actually, unfortunately, this does look a little bit discolored because me being a woman of color, of course, my makeup is brown. And when I use this brush to apply the highlighter, if I've got any type of foundation, which usually I do on, it tends to get off from the brush to here, and then of course makes this a little bit brown. So that is a little bit deceiving, but it is basically kind of like a beigey cream color look. And again, that's what a swatch of it looks like. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. Now, the two brushes we're going to talk about just a minute. This is the brush that I just showed you that came with the highlighter. This is one strictly designed for the highlighter, perfectly for getting the cubic bow, perfectly for getting right above the eyebrows. It's just a great, great brush. It's just, I love this brush. I think it's awesome. Now again, this is the concealer / foundation brush. The concealer brush is on the end and the foundation brush is on the top. Again, I apologize. These brushes are extremely dirty. I kind of had a moment to come in and do some recording, and I just decided to do it. And I remembered that my brushes are really dirty, and I just didn't want to waste the time and not be able to do the video. So I'm going to do it with dirty brushes. I apologize. Now, I do like this brush a lot. I don't really use this for foundation though. What I usually use is I use this brush to kind of go really close underneath my eye with the concealer. And then I use this end of the brush to do the blending of it to bring it all the way into my high cheekbone area that I have, in order to not have such a strong definition between the under eye and my foundation. I really get in there and blend, and this brush does so well with the blending aspect of that. I mean, I really can blend, and because of the texture of the brush, it allows me to kind of go all into the corners of my eye and just kind of go all the way around. I just really, really love this brush a lot. And another thing that I found that I do with this is when I apply my banana powder, I do it with a wet brush. I kind of use a mineral water, and then I kind of use this to kind of get that banana powder really into the skin. So this brush has really come in handy since I've had it. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is going to be the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I was like, where did it go? Now this happens to be my favorite item in the whole kit ever. I've already shared this in my favorites video for the month of July and August. I only have one negative thing to say, and it's really not a negative. It's my negative, but it's a positive. And that is, I wish I would have gotten the shade lighter, because this is an even match to my skin. And I say that, and at the same time, I think, actually, I wish I had both. I want this one, and I want the shade lighter. Now, I like this because it does match my skin. And if you read up on this product, it tells you that you are able to use this as a foundation. The first couple times I used this, I actually did apply it all over my entire skin, because I was actually kind of debating on ordering the CC cream from It Cosmetics, and I wanted to kind of see how this was going to do all over my skin to kind of get a feel for whether or not I wanted to try the CC cream. And as you know, I have tried it, I have purchased it, and I've already done a review on that as well. So I do love that item. But getting back to the kit, which is why we're doing the review today. Now, this is just, to me, I'm got the drops today. This to me is just perfect. I love the fact that it goes on so hydrating. It has a gloss to it, but not like an overwhelming, like I'm sweating, I've got oily skin gloss. It gives just enough gloss to where it keeps that under eye area being very hydrated, keeps the under eye circles or the puffiness at bay. I just really like this product. Like I said, I would love to order it. I think the next color up is the tan. I just don't know if that's going to be too light for me, or if it's going to work as a perfect highlighter underneath the eye. I'm going to probably give that a try within the next few months. Go ahead and order the tan. The sad part about it is when you order this by itself off of QVC, it's like half the size. So there again, this was definitely worth every penny of it, because this is like, I think, double the size of what you would get, and you're paying 60 or 75 bucks for an entire kit, and you're paying this alone, it's like almost 30 some dollars. So it's amazing that what they can do with kits and put everything together and give you such a good deal, which allows you to be able to try products and kind of get a feel for whether or not you're going to like the product itself, or also try products that you probably wouldn't have purchased had you not had a kit, to be able to get a few free items in to see if you, and then maybe find yourself liking those items and end up going ahead and making some extra purchase. Now, when I was showing you this little package here, I did mention that the only thing that was still inside was this lip gloss. Now, this is a lip gloss / stain. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm probably not doing this justice, because I am not a gloss person. So because I'm not a gloss person, it is not something that's high on my list of things to want to use or to be excited about using. I just really like more matte lipsticks. I like things that's going to have staying power behind them. I never seem to have very much luck with lip glosses. So that being said, I used it like the first day I got it, or within that first week of getting it, just to kind of see if it was really anything special. And I didn't notice anything special. It comes in a clear tube. I mean, like the appearance is very clear. When you take it out, it looks clear. There's no color to it, basically, like a tad bit of pinkness. And then as you apply it to your lips and wait a while, it is supposed to darken. Now, I do have it swatched on my hand, and as you can see, it does give a pretty color on the hand. But for me, for whatever reason, when I applied it to my lips, I didn't get that effect. I didn't see it. I didn't feel it. It wasn't doing it for me at all. So I did kind of glide it back into this box here, and eventually one day, I feel that I'm going to have that strong desire to really work with the product and maybe try to see if I can get it to work for me or with my lips, so to speak. But in the meantime, it's not that it's a bad product. Again, I'm just not a lip gloss person, so probably not an ideal person to do a review on this particular product. It's definitely not something at this point that I would go out and buy, but everything else in the kit, absolutely love, and would go out and buy any of the items. Wouldn't want to buy them all separately again. Maybe if they come out with maybe even do the kit again at some point or another. I don't know. It's just kind of worth to buy the kit versus just buying any one of these products by themselves and maybe use the other items that I don't need or whatever as Christmas gifts. So basically, to me, this kit is definitely worth your while. Again, I think It's Cosmetics did it again, as always. They seem to be a very good line. I am really enjoying it. Again, the only negative thing I can say, and I will say it over and over again until maybe they'll listen, who knows. But I do wish that they would come out with a few more colors that would complement the women of color skin tones and their complexions that we come in, because we do come in such beautiful shades that I think if they could just enhance the colors selection, that would be awesome. Other than that, It Cosmetics, you're doing a wonderful job, and thank you for a job well done. Hope you enjoyed my review today, and as always, God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.